You might be wondering what TOFU, MOFU and BOFU means. This applies to Facebook, it applies to LinkedIn, it applies to YouTube also, and it applies to Instagram and Twitter and any other platform you want to advertise on. The digital funnel in social media is perfect for this approach. TOFU is top of funnel, MOFU is middle of funnel, and BOFU is bottom of funnel. Let me explain what the funnels mean. So here's a graphic of an advert that, let's say we've set up an advert on Facebook. We have a set of adverts that appear in top of funnel, TOFU. So we create a campaign set and we call it top of funnel. So we've got our campaign, we create our ad set, top of funnel. And in that ad, we select our audience, whether this is Facebook or any other platform, we select our audience. So we might be targeting operations, we've used this before, operations directors in a certain sector. So we create that audience in our setup of the campaigns, and we then select some ads. Now, you've seen some ads during these modules of the video ads that I've showed you, the static ads that I've showed you, but you could set up a video ad and some still ads and maybe a carousel ad as well. But it's carrying your overall message of what you are offering that market. So certainly videos and carousels are good for that. Now, on the top of the graphic, you see a lot of people. So they're your potential target audience that your ad will show to. Some of them will just skip past it, and some of them will click on that ad. Okay, this is the important thing. Once they've clicked on that ad, they fall into MOFU, middle of funnel. And what happens is most of the social platforms can now cope with this understanding of somebody's shown some interest in your ad and have clicked on it. They can be then saved as a separate audience to show them a different set of ads in the middle of funnel. On the next image, I'll come on to a little bit more detail on that. So people in the top have clicked on the link, they've gone to the middle of, they've gone to your landing page, for example, and they have not engaged with you. They've not filled in that contact form, or they've not picked up that phone. They then fall into our middle of funnel. And in the middle of funnel group, we can actually separate the ones out that have contacted us. So we can eliminate the ones that have contacted us if we set up the tracking pixels correctly. So you serve the middle of funnel with a separate ad set, a completely separate ad set. And again, on the next image, I'll show you the sort of type of things you'd be looking at. Once they've seen that ad set, so that's for the second time. Remember, they were in the top of the funnel. They clicked on one of your links. They went to your landing page or your website, and they didn't inquire. They've then fell into that middle of funnel. They've then seen a separate set of ads. They've clicked on those ads and gone to your desired location, in this example, landing page, and they've still not engaged. They've still not engaged with your marketing messages, but they've clicked the ad. Social media platforms then put them into BOFU, which is bottom of funnel. And the bottom of funnel is people that have clicked the first link and the second link. Now, with the bottom of funnel, you can go a bit more assertive with the ad, or you can give them a sales offer. And an example would be you're looking at a pair of training shoes in the top of funnel. You click on it, but you don't check it out and buy it. Middle of funnel, same happens. You click the second ad, you don't buy it. And then as marketers, we then can say, okay, this person's been back twice. They've not bought yet. So let's offer them 20% off. So your third set of ads in your third ad set can be with a 20% discount on for that training shoe. Now, the beauty with this is that the 20% off never gets shown to the TOFU or MOFU, only to the BOFU if you set your ad campaigns up separately. So that's the power of actually retargeting. They call it retargeting. So that's how TOFU, MOFU and BOFU work. I'm going to give you an example now of someone who's he runs a business called King Kong in Australia. It's a marketing agency. Now, what he's done here, these are his TOFU advert. And what he's done here is he's actually giving away a free book. And it's a kind of free book, but you have to pay for postage from Australia. So these kind of ads, the first ad on the left-hand side you see is a general ad. So from 90,000 on the day of release to #1 international bestseller with Amazon. So, and there's more copy there. It's got quite a bit of copy behind that. But it's got Sell Like Crazy, quite a good grabby headline, free book, explode your sales in 90 days with this #1 Amazon best-selling book. So that's kind of an initial ad that you see. And then alongside that, in that ad set, he's got quite a few ads. So it's not just that one, it's others as well, like the one on the right, where he almost picks out how to craft a Godfather offer, which is actually a chapter within Sell Like Crazy. So that he's kind of subselling the book in that, and that will go to a video with a little bit of information about just that chapter. It'll give you away some free content, and this either this could either sit, the right hand side could either sit in TOFU or MOFU, the middle of funnel or the top of funnel. This is a story. I clicked the link. I clicked the left hand link and I clicked in. I went to his shopping cart. It said free book. It then said sort of $35 to ship it. And then for me, it didn't become a free book. So I was in a particularly bad mood that day. So I just clicked off and went. So the next set of ads he sent, this is his middle of funnel advert. And this basically said, this was a video that said, I've seen you've been looking at my book. I saw you put it in the shopping cart, because he's got a pixel in the shopping cart that shows people that have entered it into the shopping cart and not checked out. That's one of his pixel events. And it gives me 10 reasons in that video why to buy that book. It felt very personal to me. It felt like he was talking to me, but he wasn't. He was talking to everyone that falls into that middle of funnel. I watched the video because I'm a marketer and I'm interested, he's a good marketer and I'm interested in what he's doing. And I didn't still buy the book. You'll like this third one. This is his bottom of funnel. This is exactly what I'll look like when you finally read my book, because he's known that I've been in top of funnel and middle of funnel, and I'm now in bottom of funnel, so he can get more aggressive and assertive. And alongside these ads, unfortunately, I didn't save it. I wish I would have done now. He sent me an email, because obviously when I created an account to check out his book, which I didn't, he got my email address and he emailed me. And actually there was a picture of him holding a piece of paper that said Dean on it. And he's obviously used a bit of software to create that to everybody that falls into that funnel. So that's another kind of bottom of funnel advert that you could do. But as you can see, it's quite a funny one. He's used a bit of humor there. He's aged himself, saying basically, by the time you get my book, I've aged. So that's a good example of TOFU, MOFU and BOFU working together. If he couldn't run this BOFU ad at the top of funnel, because it just wouldn't make sense. So it's almost, you have to storyboard it out. Everything in marketing, really, you can do this application, this type of application anywhere, but it really fits well in the digital marketing funnel.